Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because the latest buzz around the league is really starting to pick up steam, and it involves a potential blockbuster trade that could shake the AFC East to its core. Rumors are swirling that the Indianapolis Colts, sitting at 6-9 in what's shaping up to be a wild 2025 season, are considering parting ways with their star interior lineman, Quentin Nelson, and the Buffalo Bills are front and center in those discussions. This isn't just idle gossip. There's real momentum behind the idea that Nelson might be heading to Buffalo, and if it happens, it could be a game changer for the Bills' offensive line and overall Super Bowl aspirations. Let's break down what's fueling these rumors. The Colts, who have struggled mightily this season, especially on their offensive line, are reportedly open to trading Nelson for a second-round pick. Now, Nelson is no ordinary guard. He's been a cornerstone of the Colts' front, a dominant force in the trenches with 7 Pro Bowls under his belt and a career average PFF grade of 87.6. His durability is almost unparalleled, with a 96% snap count in 2025 and 0 injuries so far this year, a stark contrast to the previous season when he was dealing with knee issues. Nelson's presence on the line is a massive boost. He's a true inside powerhouse, an anchor who can change the complexion of a game with his run blocking and pass protection. In 2025, Nelson's numbers are nothing short of elite. He boasts a PFF grade of 88.9, has only allowed 2 sacks all season, and maintains an impressive 83% win rate in pass blocking. His EPA, expected points added, per run block is plus 0.20, and he's only been flagged 5 times on penalties over 920 snaps. These aren't just good stats, they're game-changing, especially for a Bills offense that's been looking for more consistency up front. Buffalo's offensive line has shown flashes of brilliance, but has also struggled with protection, especially against top-tier defensive fronts. Adding a player like Nelson could turn that narrative around, providing the stability and dominance needed to elevate Josh Allen's game and keep the Bills' offense firing on all cylinders. Now, imagine what Nelson could do for Buffalo's rushing attack. Currently, the Bills rank around 20th in rushing yards per game, averaging about 118 yards. With Nelson in the fold, that number could jump significantly, maybe by 21% or more, making the Bills not just a passing threat but a balanced, punishing ground attack. That kind of versatility is what every contender needs, and it's exactly what Nelson offers, an interior force who can blow open lanes and help Buffalo control the clock, wear down defenses, and keep the offense unpredictable. On the flip side, the Colts are reportedly skeptical about parting ways with Nelson. After all, losing him would mean a collapse in their blocking game, an estimated 18% drop in their run blocking efficiency. Not to mention, the AFC South is still up for grabs, with the Texans sitting at a solid 10-5 and Indianapolis trying to stay competitive. Nelson's absence could tilt the balance in the division, making it even harder for the Colts to stay afloat in a tough AFC landscape. Still, with their season pretty much on the ropes at 6-9, it's clear they're weighing the future over the present, especially when a second-round pick and cap space could be used to rebuild or retool. For the Bills, this potential trade isn't just about plugging a hole on the line. It's about making a statement. Buffalo's offensive line has been a mix of solid performances and costly breakdowns, especially against aggressive defenses. Adding Nelson would instantly elevate the unit, providing a dominant interior presence that could help keep Josh Allen's pocket clean and allow him to extend plays or make explosive throws downfield. It's no secret that Allen's QBR has been impressive, sitting at 93.2, but with Nelson protecting him, that number could skyrocket past 97, especially in high-stakes playoff moments. A top-7 offensive line, powered by Nelson's strength and technique, could be the difference between an early playoff exit and a deep postseason run. And let's not forget the ripple effects. The Bills already have a solid defense that benefits from a balanced offense, and this move could create even more stability. With better protection, Buffalo's defense can focus on creating turnovers and shutting down opposing offenses, knowing their offense can sustain drives and keep the pressure on. The synergy would be amplified, giving the Bills a real shot at not only making another Super Bowl, but also establishing a new era of dominance in the AFC East. The division has been a bit of a roller coaster lately, with the Dolphins and Jets making strides, but Buffalo's consistency and talent level remain sky-high. Adding Nelson could be that final piece to push them over the top. Looking at the bigger picture, the odds for Buffalo to win Super Bowl LXI are already climbing, ranging from plus 500 to plus 300 depending on the sportsbook. But with Nelson on board, those odds could get even better. His presence in the playoffs, where internal strength and depth really matter, might be the X factor that pushes the Bills to finally break through and bring home that elusive championship. Teams that excel in the trenches tend to have the most success in January, and Buffalo is no different. Nelson's track record of 0 postseason injuries and his ability to perform at a high level under pressure make him a perfect fit for the Bills' playoff push. Now, let's take a step back and analyze the current landscape. The Bills, sitting at 11-4, have shown resilience and talent all season, but they've also faced their share of challenges along the offensive line. Injuries, inconsistent protection, and some costly penalties have hampered their rhythm at times. Bringing in a proven, elite interior lineman like Nelson would not only address those issues, but also send a message across the league that Buffalo is serious about contending for a Super Bowl this year and beyond. It's about building a roster that can weather all storms, and adding a player of Nelson's caliber would be a huge statement. Meanwhile, in Indianapolis, the mood is a bit uncertain. The Colts are in limbo, trying to figure out whether they're rebuilding or retooling for another shot at relevance. Losing Nelson would be a significant blow, but the potential return of a second-round pick and cap savings could accelerate their rebuild or help them make more aggressive moves in free agency. Still, that decision will hinge on whether they believe they can find a suitable replacement or if they're willing to gamble on a younger, less experienced player stepping up next season. For Buffalo fans, the excitement is palpable. We've seen how impactful interior linemen can be in the playoffs. Just look at recent Super Bowl champions and how dominant their lines were. Nelson's addition could elevate the Bills' entire offense, giving them the edge they need to outlast tough AFC rivals like the Chiefs, Bengals, or Ravens. With the playoffs right around the corner, every game is critical, and having that inside force controlling the line of scrimmage could very well be the key to finally getting over the hump and returning to the Super Bowl stage. The rumors continue to gain traction, and it's clear that the offseason is about to heat up even more. Buffalo fans, keep your eyes peeled because if this trade materializes, it's going to be a game changer. The Bills are already one of the most talented teams in the league, but adding someone like Nelson could push them into that ultimate tier of contenders. This is the kind of move that signals serious intent, and it could be the difference maker we've all been waiting for. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you believe Nelson will be wearing that Bills jersey soon? How much do you think he could impact the team's Super Bowl chances? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion means so much to us and to the Bills community. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. Let's keep the passion alive and get ready for what's shaping up to be an exciting offseason.